They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hokies will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens? It breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the touchdown cage. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hokies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it. In so many different ways, he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through, and all week long they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got it behind the line. It's Carr. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. Got the first down and more. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now.
Touchdown, Hurricane! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Avent. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Going right to work up top. That's reeled in. It's Overton. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play ever.
Which is illegal. You don't. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would just rough the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Handoff from the gun. Got room at the 35. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Turning it on. He's at the touchdown, Miami. Once he got some room, it was over. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Looking downfield on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Wiggins. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd down play from the gun. Quarterback extends the play. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Underheat, he gets rid of it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. That'll trim the deficit to 15. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Arkansas is currently ahead in this one, but boy, there have to be some nervous moments for the folks in Fayetteville. They have not been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Texas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat.
Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cade.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
The sure hands, it's Fowler.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
He's looking to pass. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. And the Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. Touchdown, Hurricane! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got to.
He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Right back to the well. There he goes.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught close to the marker, it's Carr. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Hurricanes need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Bringing the heat.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
That's caught. It's Heat. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Catch in the middle, it's live.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He leaves it with his back. Got enough for the first. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Under fire. On the move and looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Hokies will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Cade. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10.
With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down. Nothing doing there.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Second down coming up. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. To the air, it's Watson. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and take it back. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Picks up the first down, still moving. There he goes! And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Hurricanes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he can go! And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown, Hurricane! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Overton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. The Hokies line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
Turning it on. Quick step and go. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Miami, 63. Virginia Tech, 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Avant. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. And the Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield, it's Watson. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Rides the back and leaves it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Avant. Lowers those pads. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And the Hokies are rolling down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his feet. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Rides the back on the option, the give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for space, it's Avant. Oh, he's got some space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Hokies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Tight end now in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future, you know. Coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Catch in the middle. It's Carr. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Carr. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the...
Breaks into the open. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And the Canes are threatening on 1st and goal. From the gun. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight
domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Makes the grab. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Back to throw, it's Watson. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. And the Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Here's a throw downfield late. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The Hokies will call on their punt team. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Watson. Rushes on him. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Gonna take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the offense gets the ball back as time expires, and that sort of sums up the end of this one. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year,